exercise. Next term is the graphical representation of motion graph plotted between distance and time. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the motion of object is described such as the object starts from the zero position and travels. So the different part of the graph, the first part OA represent the uniform motion, and the part AB represent the state of rest, and the part BC is represent the moving towards the origin point. So the area under the graph plotted between distance and time OABC, it can be find with the help of area of this triangle OAD and plus CBE plus area of rectangle DEBA. And this graph plotted between distance and time, this part OA represents the uniform motion. The graph plotted velocity versus time. This is the slope of velocity and time. This graph OB, it means the slope of OB represents the acceleration. Area under the slope OB is equal to displacement, and acceleration is equal to change in velocity v minus 0 upon t minus 0, means in interval of time is t and change in velocity is v. So the acceleration is equal to v by t. With the help of graph we can find the displacement at acceleration for different cases, and acceleration for this at time t equal to 0, v1 is the initial velocity, v2 is the final velocity after interval of time t. Then the acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t, and displacement area under the slope BC, and how we can find it with the help of area of this triangle and area of this rectangle. This total area is equal to displacement traveled by the moving body. The point should be noted that the O is a reference point from where we measure all the distance or position of the moving body. Okay, and displacement equal to area of triangles CDB plus area of OADC. So the time distance graph for non-uniform motion. If the graph or slope plotted between distance and time, we get a straight line, then the motion of objects will be uniform. But the curve, if the slope is curved, it means upward. It means that with a small interval of time the distance is increased very fastly or decreases very fastly, then the line slope will be curve. And the graph is representing the non-uniform motion. This is the non-uniform motion, and the rate of travel distance is increasing with the time. It means the rate of change, the rate of travel distance per time is increases. But in the case of uniform motion, the moving body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. But for non-uniform motion, the interval of time will be same, but distance travel will be different, or vice versa. It means the time interval will be different or travel distance will be same. And the next term is graph for constant velocity. It means we plotted a graph, time versus velocity, and we take a point on the y-axis. This is the velocity of moving object, and if that object is moving with a constant velocity, and with the time we will observe the velocity at different time, we will get the same magnitude of the velocity. So we get a horizontal along x-axis, so we get a straight line along x-axis. This is the case for constant velocity. Let's again discuss it. Velocity is a constant, then the velocity, if v is the velocity of moving body, then if you will observe the different you will observe the velocity at different time, then you will get a same magnitude of the velocity. Then by joining all intersection of point of intersection, you will get the straight line along the x-axis. So the displacement under the line horizontal along the x-axis, then the area of rectangle, this is the rectangle, ABCD is the rectangle. If interval of time is t2 minus t1 and the velocity is v, then the area of rectangle ABCD is given by AB multiplied by AD or CD multiplied by BC. This is the area under the slope of velocity and time, which is known as displacement.